Back again, Dr. Robert King, founder of Assisted Living University. And man, I'm so excited to drop this Feel My House course on you. Oh my God, I can't wait. My ears are eagerly anticipating to hear the testimonies that's gonna come from all these residential ALF owners who got this course and now have filled their homes. Oh my God, what a day, what a day, what a day. All right, so now in this training, okay, let me get serious. Woosah. In this training, we're literally going to give you my daily activity calendar. Okay, now you do things the way you want to do things, but I'm just going to open up my books and show you everything I've done, how I did it, so you can be as successful as you want to. Because the bottom line, at the end of the day, all you want to do is fill your house. I got 8 residents filled in my house, first 74 days in business. And this is one of the ways I made that happen. Okay, daily activity. So you say, all right, Rob, I didn't got this training. I'm all hyped. I'm all pumped up. I purchased it on a Thursday evening. I watched all the videos, get like 20, 25, 30 something videos in there. I watched all the videos all weekend. I couldn't help myself. I took notes and I'm, oh my God, I'm ready to rock and roll. It's Sunday night. I'm ready to go out there and get follow-up clothes. I'm ready to go out there and tell people who I am, where I'm at, what I have to offer. I'm ready to go out there and do my thing come Monday morning, but what do I do? And what time do I do it? All right, here we go. This is what I consider to be a very sufficient timeline. All right, we got 24 hours in a day. I'm not telling you that I'm looking at my notes, guys. I'm not telling you that you need to prospect 24 hours a day. Now, if you hungry and you got like 4 beds empty, you always prospecting. Are you with me? So, but you need to have some time that you are setting aside for the purpose of prospecting to fill your house. So this is the timeline that worked best for me. I don't know how early you get up. You know, I lived in my facility for 2 years, so I was an early riser because, you know, my staff was there, the residents was there, 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning, everybody up. So, if you up at 7 o'clock in the morning, maybe you got kids, you got to get them to school, you got to get the wife off, get the husband, make some eggs and bacons and pancakes, invite me over. Whatever you got to do in the morning, what I've discovered, think about the person who just went to work. They roll in, they got in their car, they don't really like their job, they don't really want to be there. They had a terrible traffic in coming to work, and now it's 7 a.m., they punch the clock, they sit at their desk, they don't want to hear from you. They just got to work. So I've discovered on this important timeline, this is the prospecting timeline of the pros. Everybody can do it the way they want to, but this is how we pros do it. From 7 to 9 a.m., it's not a good time because people are just getting to work. Remember now, you're following up with them, or you're going to their facility, you stopping by the funeral home facility, you stopping by the rehab. I mean, you done did your 6x6 grid. You're about to go out here and let these people know who you are, where you at, what you have to offer. You about to blanket the community. You about to drop the infiltrate, saturate, dominate. You about to literally start the process of taking over, but you want to be professionally persistent, so you want to do it in a proper timeline. So from my experience, from being people talking to me short or on the telephone because I called too early, or people not seeing me because I'm at the facility too soon, I'm at the rehab too early, they just got in, they got to find out what happened overnight. So 7 to 9, leave them alone. Don't even sweat it. So you find something else to do from 7 to 9, but 7 to 9 a.m. is not good prospecting time. Are you with me? All right, now watch this. From 10 a.m. to noon, those are the 2 power hours, baby. From 10 a.m. to noon are the 2 power hours. You know, and you might watch this now. They been at work for a couple hours. They got things settled, and now you following up with them, or you're walking into the rehab facility, or you're walking into the hospital to see the nurse, or you're walking into the Department of Children to talk to the caseworker there. Whatever you're doing for that day within your 6x6 grid, from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, those are good, powerful hours to get out there and see people, to follow up with people. Don't ask me why, but people are more receptive between 10 and noon. And they're about to go to lunch. So now peep this out. If you get the right person, right time, 10 and noon, you might get a surprise lunch appointment. Come on, somebody. Let me set the groundwork here. Let's say that you roll into the rehab place and you want to have a conversation with a physical therapist, because physical therapist is on your top 10 list. Physical therapists work with people every day in the rehab facility. Rehab facility says you got to be out of here in 21 days. Physical therapists realize that you can't go back home. So now that physical therapist is one of your referral bases, right? So you roll up into the physical therapy place between 10 and noon, and it's about 11:45, and she's about to go to lunch. You like, hey, I'll pick your brain, go to lunch on me. She ain't going too far, because she got to be right back at work in an hour. So if you get a lunch appointment between 12 and 1, between 11 and 12, between 11:45 and 12:45, that's a good solid hour that you're spending with somebody who got the power, the ability, and the influence to send you leads to fill your house. Come on, somebody. I built such a strong relationship with my rehab center and the physical therapist there, especially two of them. Dude, I was turning people down because I was full, and they was calling, and I was full. I done took them to lunch. I done sent some edibles. I done followed up with some cookies. I've been courting them for a long time, and that's why we got our house filled so fast. The moment we got licensed, listen, I had physical therapists calling me, hey, dude, you licensed yet? I got one for you. No, man, license ain't came yet. Boom, so let me know when you get that license. They wanted to know when you gonna be licensed. They didn't saw the video, or they came to one of the mini grand openings. They've been fed lunch. I've been courting them. I've been loving on them. I've been sending them handwritten thank you notes. I've been cultivating their relationship. So now I'm working my timeline. So between 10 and 12, 2 power hours. Repeat after me. 10 a.m. to 12 noon are power hours. That's some good time right there. Okay, now peep this out. Now 10 to noon are power hours, right? But 1:30 to 4:30 is actually prime time. Come on, baby. That's the prime time. Why? It's 1:30. Everybody back to work. The morning is over, lunch is over, we back to work, we done turned the corner, we getting off at 5 o'clock, so we locking this thing down. So that's a good time, 1:30 to 4:30, prime time. Good time to start prospecting, following up, drive-buying, stopping over, hitting that top 10 list. And that's who you should be talking to. If they ain't on the top 10 list, they ain't your priority. Now, this ain't a word. I told y'all from the beginning, I ain't got the best vocabulary of the English language, but I'm gonna bust a verb, tear up a noun. I don't care. As long as you win and as long as you fill your freaking house. Come on, somebody. So 1:30 to 4:30 is prime time, because it's time to go home almost. So that's a good time to follow up. That's a good time to follow up with your large facilities, the discharge nurses there, the directive operations there. That's a good time to swing by, check them out. That's a good time to drop off some cookies. They love cookies. That's a good time to deliver, you personally deliver some edibles, fruit. That's a good time, 1:30 to 4:30. That's prime time, baby. So let me summarize. Let me summarize the prime time. Let me summarize the outline. Let me summarize the time flow. All right, here we go. 7 to 9 a.m., leave them alone. Not a good time. just got to work, don't want to be bothered. 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. to 12 noon, 2 power hours. Get out there, prospect, might even get a lunch appointment. From 1:30 to 4:30, prime time, baby, prime time. That's when you can really get in there and start working some things from 1:30 to 4:30 before folks go home. And when should you be doing this? If you're putting together your calendar, your weekly calendar, your daily calendar, when should you be doing this? What should it look like? Well, I suggest out of 7 days of a week, you're prospecting at least 3 at minimum. The question is how quickly and how badly you want to be filled. How badly you want your house filled. So if you want your house filled quickly, you prospect more. But at minimum, your weekly prospecting, your weekly going out there telling people who you are, where you at, what you have to offer should be 3 days a week. These are the days that I selected to be the best days. Monday is a good day. It's the beginning of the week. Tuesday and Thursday. Why Thursday instead of Friday? Don't nobody give a crap about nothing you got to say on Friday. They trying to go home. It's the day before the weekend. They don't give a crap about nothing you got to say. They trying to go home. So Friday is not a good day. Thursday is a good day. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So 3 days out of 7, you should be prospecting now. And you should be prospecting, remember, from 10 a.m. to 4:30. From 10 a.m. to 4:30, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday should be your weekly prospecting. Watch this. Until your house is full and then thereafter. Because even when your house gets full, we deal with the elderly, and elderly people pass away. And so you could have a full house in 1 month, and then one morning you wake up, you've lost a resident. Well, you don't want to have a dry prospecting situation. You want to have so much seed out there in that community within your grid that when you lose a residence, you step up the prospecting, make a few phone calls, make a few follow-up calls, let them know that there's a rare occasion that you have a room available for a male or for a female, and bam, within 30 days, that room should be filled. I love the fact that when that time came during my career of 5 years of owning my own facility in Southwest Florida, very rarely did I go more than 45 days. Very rarely did I go more than 2 months with an empty bed. Why? Because my pipeline of prospects through my top 10 prospecting list within my grid was always full of people who had the power, ability, and oh my God, there's some good stuff. It was always full of people who had the power, ability, and influence to send me leads. So whenever I did have a person go down, a person move out, a person pass away, it was easier if I didn't already have a waiting list. It was easier to get that bed filled. So let me summarize this baby and get out of here. Weekly prospecting should take place Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Now, them days don't work for you because your kid got to go to ballet class on Tuesday morning, and you got to go to the psychiatrist, sit on the couch, lay on the couch on Monday morning. If them days don't work for you, pick your own days. But I would stay away from Friday. You got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I would stay away from Friday, and you don't want to do it every day because you need to break yourself from that consistent prospecting. So I've chosen Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Now, obviously, sometimes something happened at the facility. You have to be there, and then you can't go prospecting all day. That's all good. But set in your calendar, 3 days a week where you're going to do some prospecting for at least 4 or 5 hours. And so we're looking at Monday, Tuesday, Thursday works best for me, and 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Those seem to be the best times that I got the best results in my prospecting. Y'all got it? That's your bare minimum until you get the house full. All right? You ready to rock and roll? There you go. All right, so prospecting on a weekly basis is very important. You break it down to a daily basis, then you break it down to the hourly basis from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Best times to go out there and tell people who you are, where you at, what you have to offer. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, best days to make it happen. You can do this. Measure your activity and your results will come. Measure your activity. What I mean by that, you're not going to open up a door and have 2 empty beds and then go in there every day and check to see if the bed's still empty. Yeah, they still empty because you ain't putting nobody in them. So stop looking at the empty beds and start looking at your calendar. Measure your activity. Did I wake up on Monday? For a whole 4 weeks, I woke up every day, and the first thing I did was I looked at my calendar to see where am I going today for my prospecting. I had a top 10 list. I always had somewhere to go. I always had something to do. I always had somebody to talk to outside of the house. I always had somebody to give my video to show them my facility. I always had somebody to go and give my cash generating card to and get their contact information, follow up in a timely manner within 72 hours and close them on referring me. I always had work to do. And that's how we got that house full, baby. Come on, somebody. You can do the same daggum thing. I'm believing you can, and I can't wait to hear you. So tell me your testimony of your success stories, how you went from 4 empty to completely full and how it changed your life. All right, let me close like I like to close. When your heart is right with God and your desire is to please God, God is obligated to bring you into the company of the people that you need to know, to the knowledge of the things that you need to know. That's critical to your success and destiny in life. Every day above ground is a good day to go prospecting. Peace.
He opened, owned, operated, and sold an assisted living facility. It's Dr. Robert King, founder of Assisted Living University, with more than 1,000 students.
Now you're saying, you know what, hold up, I want to change